EGM Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Whatever with Lou Navarro. I am Lourana Navarro. I decided to start using my name completely. I'm Lourana Navarro, a realtor, community advocate, podcast host, and someone who is really passionate about helping people find their dream homes here in the Florida Treasure Coast. Before we dive in, make sure to follow me on my social media. You can find me as Lou Navarro, the Realtor. I share market updates. I do community highlights, local events, and any real estate insight. And if you really enjoyed this episode, please make sure you share with some of your friends. They may benefit from the information that we are going to be talking about. It really help us continue bringing valuable information and informing our community. Today, we're talking about one of the most important but often least visible, and is the real estate transaction. Okay, you know that magical moment when the buyers get the keys? Well, it just not happen in a bit. It takes time, and there is a lot that happens behind the scenes before that moment arrives. Joining us today is someone that help us with that process every single day. Our incredible Denise Layer from Remax Crown Realty. She's our transaction coordinator. Thank you, Denise, for coming.
Thanks for having me, Lou.
I'm very, very excited that you're here because I feel like people need to know what really goes behind scenes. So, and it is good for them to know and take a look at what exactly happens. But before we talk about real estate, let's talk about you. Let's talk about Denise. Where are you from? And how did you end in real estate?
Okay. So I am originally from Long Island, New York. I was in real estate for over 20 years there and then got on the administrative side towards the end of my, I don't want to say career, but towards the end of me selling real estate.
Of that episode
I went
of
into
your
the
life.
management side, administrative side, which I truly loved because I really wanted to 9 to 5.
Okay.
But I still didn't want to get out of the business.
Okay.
I love working with agents. I love, solving problems and just making sure that the deal is seamless from contract to close.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you enjoy doing where you're not helping realtors like me to be organized?
This is why I love Florida. I love the beach. I would never leave the beach if I didn't have to. So,
well, you and me, my friend.
So that's really, I just love being by the beach, spending time with family and friends, and just enjoying everything now that Florida has to offer.
Nice. Let's be honest. What would your family or friends say is most Denise thing about being Denise? About being you?
Well, I always have a plan.
Oh.
And I always try to make things better for everyone else, which sometimes is not the best, but I always want to make people feel happy. Yeah. I want to make them feel successful. I'd rather build people up, and that builds me up at the same time.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I love the fact that we can get to know who you are because there's more than just work, and you have a life and you have hobbies, and like you said, you always have a plan. So that's nice. That's nice. And there is a person behind that professional title, right?
And I'm fiercely loyal.
Oh, that's
to everybody.
Yeah, and she's always very happy. So, okay, let's address the elephant in the room. I think most people believe that once a buyer and seller sign a contract, everything falls into place. But we both know that's not real.
No.
No, there is more than that. So can you explain to the audience what exactly a transaction coordinator is?
A transaction coordinator really manages the transaction from contract to close, which includes, deadlines, keeping everything on track from the escrow deposit being made to finding out if you need addendums done, that they're done correctly and in accordance to how the contract reads. So if you're keeping track of all your timelines and your communication is there, the transaction always seems to go a lot smoother.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I always tell people that you're basically like, that traffic controller of the transaction. You make sure that all the pieces don't get to the colliding position.
That's
right? True. That's true, right?
Does it always happen?
Oh no. No.
But
so,
everything, I want to say everything, not everything, but 9 out of 10 times, everything can be worked out.
yeah.
It's all about the communication and really just coordinating with the other parties so that things will go smoothly.
Walk us through what happens when I send you an executed contract. What's the first thing you do?
The first thing that I do, and I make sure that we have all signatures, everything is executed. If there are any changes or crossouts, that we do have signatures there. And then when we do our effective date, it's always that last signature date.
Yeah.
So, today is the 19th.
Mm-hmm. No, today is the 17th.
Today's the 18th.
Oh, the 18th. Oh, sorry.
Hey. So, if something is due on the 18th, I have to make sure that is absolutely coordinated by the end of the business day.
So you're immediately looking at escrow deposits, inspection
Signatures.
periods, deadlines, financing timelines, appraisal dates, and making sure
Title information, lender details.
Yeah.
We also coordinate with the either listing or selling agent, depending on what side we are on. And every date is critical from day one.
Yeah, I think that this is where people don't understand how much coordination happens behind the transaction itself, right? So you just said it. You talk to lenders, inspectors, appraisals, make sure that it's done.
Building
that
departments.
Building departments.
It just depends on the contract and what's required on who you're going to be communicating with. And actually how much is even done on the file before you even get it. So
basically, you have a lot of friends.
Well,
you talk to a lot of people.
I think that if every transaction coordinator got a fully executed contract from day one and don't have to chase and don't have to, even give other detailed information about the contract, for example, buyers and sellers information, make sure that we have who's holding escrow, if there's a separate title company doing title and close. I mean, all of this has to be worked out from the second you get that contract.
Yeah, that makes sure if
that contract is set up perfectly, then it'll run fairly smoothly without any bumps along the way.
Yeah. So, and you said something very important. How do you say, the escrow deposits needs to be let's say that another title company or somebody else is holding the escrow deposit. That is very important because sometimes people forget, like the transaction that I have right now, somebody else is holding the escrow, so we have to make sure that before the close.
And that gets set up in the beginning of the timeline to make sure that you're doing that in accordance to the closing, which is normally about a week before.
So deposits are made on time. You make sure that inspection deadlines are missed. Buyers submit lenders' documents. Insurance is secure. Appraisals are complete. Title work is progressing. Final workers are scheduled. Closing appointments. Did I forget anything?
Yeah, closing schedule. No, you did not.
Well, to be honest, after hearing all that, I'm tired. But we work alone, so you are like an arm from an extension from what we do. So I'm communicating,
I'm pretty much communicating with everybody. So I'm going to communicate with realtors, buyers, title, appraisers, everybody. And with that, and including staying in complete communication with you or whoever I am working with, is the key to a successful transaction.
Of
It
course.
truly is.
Of course. So let's talk about why this role is very important. And so as realtor, we're showing properties, negotiating contracts, doing market updates, marketing the properties, solving problems, and even sometimes acting like counselors to buyers or sellers. So for us, it's really important to have somebody on that side of the transaction that we trust and that we know that is going to help us
Get to the closing table.
to the closing table. So tell us.
And having, me, I work as your transaction coordinator. It frees up a lot other time for you so that you don't have to sit in the office late at night. You can enjoy a family life as well.
Yeah.
Because you're out in the field all day long.
Yeah, but people don't understand that. We work 24/7.
No, I know. But there is time where you do have to have some downtime.
Totally.
Family is very important.
Why do you think more realtors are turning to transaction coordinators? And I think that you just answered that. But
I really believe that. I believe that if they want to go out there and just keep doing business, keep selling, getting out in the field, trying to find new business, it helps when you have someone backing you up at the office.
Yeah,
on your deals and knowing what's happening in your deals.
Is what I was saying, having somebody or someone that you trust that's going to be monitoring every single deadline.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and it's very important because only one missed deadline can cause a lot of problems, and sometimes buyers and sellers both don't realize how important it is to respect those timelines, those deadlines. And, if there are documents that need to be provided to be done in a timely manner, so everything is running smoothly. And I don't know about you, but from my my point, I believe that one of the greatest benefits that you offer is peace of mind. Like you said, that somebody's there.
Right. And it helps.
It does.
And, even me, when I was an agent, in New York, we didn't use transaction coordinators.
I didn't use transaction coordinators
Most agents, if they were that busy, they hired personal assistants and, strictly worked for their team only. So in a way, it was like transaction coordinating, but they never moved over to that because it's just a different business. But here, it's needed because you guys do everything.
Yeah.
You do the contracts. It's just a totally different ballgame. All
right. And with that saying, again, they provide peace of mind not only to realtors, but also to buyers and sellers. And it's important because somebody's always watching those details. I'm going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Don't let a dirty pool ruin your fun. Deja Blue Pool Service specializes in green to clean transformations in Vero Beach. We handle chemical balancing and deep cleaning so you can stop scrubbing. Google Deja Blue Pool Service. Keep it clean, keep it blue.
Big news, Treasure Coast. Your favorite mortgage team just got even better. Introducing the same trusted faces you know and love, now with Union Home Mortgage.
Hi, this is Shannon Pohl.
Hi, this is Lucy Cranker.
And these high-producing team members bring decades of experience, unwavering honesty, and hearts of gold to every home loan. And here's the best part. Same local processing, underwriting, and appraisers you rely on. Contact Union Home Mortgage.
Visit us online at shannonCpohl.com
and LucyCranker.com. Welcome to Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Hit the zone this Friday and Saturday night at 6:30 and 8:30 for the Treasure Coast Best Live Stand-Up Comedy Show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
Evergreen Media is your go-to for podcasting. Business owners, boost your brand by educating clients with your own show. Just show up. We handle everything else. Get your custom video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and more. Start today at egreenmedia.com.
And we are back at Wherever with Lou Navarro, and I'm here with my beautiful and incredible transaction coordinator from Remax Crown Realty, Denise Layer. All right, Denise, let's talk about one of those moments where you say, and without naming names, right? Oh my God, this is gonna be interesting.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Well, let's just say that I've had some transactions with multiple heirs involved.
Do I know that?
Documents were spread across
Oh my gosh.
several states,
Oh yeah.
and everybody had a different opinion. So those are the moments where you take a deep breath, you make a checklist, and you make sure that every problem has a solution.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Somehow, they always get to the closing table.
Yes, yes. You know, I always say that when we are in real estate transaction, every single mind is a different wall. So, you know, those has to come into the middle, you know, they have to agree. So imagine when there is a bunch of people, and I have run into those cases multiple times, so I know the headache. What do you believe is the biggest mistakes not only buyers but sellers make during this process?
Making major financial decisions.
Yes, yes.
You know, when that happens, you know, opening new credit accounts, financing furniture, buying a car, you want to move large amount of money. I mean, you should just not do any of that. Just sit back and let the loan processor ask you for everything you need and do nothing until after you have your loan commitment. And actually close on the house. Don't do anything with the loan
until
equipment.
you get the keys.
Until you get the keys, exactly.
And what would you think that is something that not only buyers, again, but sellers should do to make their closing go smoothly?
Respond quickly.
Communication.
Stay in communication with everybody, from the lender to the title, to your agent, to me. As long as we have all open communication, the deal is very smooth because everybody's on the same page.
Yes.
And when, you know, communication gets missed, you know, people get lost somewhere.
Even if it's bad, even if something
it's bad,
is
we
something,
need to communicate it because there is a solution for everything.
And transparency is the key.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
So you have to be.
All right. I'm going to shift a little bit, and before we go into the rapid fire questions, I want to talk about something that is very close to my heart. And this year we're celebrating the first anniversary of Mujeres Latinas Vero Beach, a community that started with a simple idea of bringing women together, and it has grown into something truly, truly special. Over the past year, we have built friendships, connections, business relationships, educational opportunities, and a support system that continues to grow. Our upcoming anniversary gala is a celebration of every woman who say yes to showing up, connecting, and supporting each other. Denise, when you think about women community and supporting other women, what comes to your mind?
Collaboration over competition. You need to collaborate with other women. We need to build each other up. As soon as we're building each other up, everything else around you falls down because we want everyone to be successful. There's so much success out there for everyone to enjoy. Yeah. But building each other up is what makes it grand.
Wow. Beautiful.
It really
say.
And truly does.
Beautiful say. Yeah, and what you say.
Am I that person?
Yes, you are. And let me tell you, what she says is very important. It's not about competing. It's about building each other. There is enough for every one of us to shine. You know, every one of us is unique. But when we get together.
And when we all succeed.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful feeling for everyone. No one feels left out,
Yes.
no matter what the success is.
That's very true. Thank you, Denise. Thank you for sharing that. Let's go now to one of my favorite segments on my show is rapid fire questions. So, no overthinking, whatever comes to your mind first. Okay. So, if you could wake up anywhere in the world, where will it be?
A beachfront villa in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, I want to go to Greece. I would love to wake up on Greece. I would love to.
That is my ultimate.
Nice, nice. What's one thing on your bucket that, Liz, that most people don't know about you?
Taking a river cruise
Oh, nice.
and visit villages that no tourist has ever seen.
That's nice. What songs instantly push you in good mood?
Ready?
Uh-huh.
The song Forever Young.
Oh, nice. We are.
The lyrics to that song are just so universal to anything.
Nice. If your friends had to describe you using only one word, what it would be?
Dependable.
Nice. I myself would say she's always happy and sharing. So I love that. What is one thing you hope people remember about you?
That I really genuinely care about people and I always really want to help when I can.
Oh, that's so nice. Great, great answers. Thank you for sharing that piece of yourself. And I like, again, for people to know who I work with and who is behind those professional titles or the real estate transactions, because there is a real connection when we let them know about
Remax Crown Realty is a very special office.
Yes, it is.
We really have a lot of great agents who work together, not against each other. And it's just such a great vibe.
Yeah, I love it. I just recently turned 5 years being part of this beautiful organization, and I have always said it. I feel like family.
Yes.
And the culture is
And
something.
considering we spend lots of time,
a lot of fun memories.
it's nice to have a second family.
We want to kill each other sometimes too.
I know, but that's all part of the game. As long as we're all smiling by the end of the day and giving hugs and kisses, we're okay.
Yeah. And we can go to a birthday and
That's
get
right.
right now and get with our hair like this, but we're having fun.
So true.
And making memories, right?
Love it.
Well, as we wrap up, I hope our listeners have a great appreciation of what happened behind the scenes of a real estate transaction. All those deadlines, all those phone calls, all those text messages, all those emails. There is a reason, and we have somebody that is there every step of the way. And that is a transaction coordinator. Like I say, a successful closing doesn't happen just because of luck. It happens because an entire team is working together, communicating, solving issues, and making sure every detail is handled properly. Denise, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your expertise.
Thank you so much for having me.
Your stories and giving us a glimpse of what really happens behind the scenes and what makes such a difference for realtors and clients alike. And to everyone listening, remember this: buying or selling properties, one of the biggest financial decisions that you will ever make. So surround yourself with professional people that who care, that communicate, that are committed to helping you succeed. If you enjoyed today's shows, please share it. Share it with somebody, subscribe, and give us a review. And most importantly, make sure that if you have any questions to reach out or just type a message. I am Lourana Navarro, and until next time, remember, the real estate isn't just about properties. It's about real connections, relationships, people, and the incredible professionals who help turn dreams into reality. See you next time. This is Wherever with Lou Navarro. Y recuerda, yo hablo tu idioma. Chao, chao.